All right, ladies and gentlemen, pardon the delay. Let's get right into General Trivia Face-Off. Hello, folks. Welcome back. We're here a week early. This is General Trivia Face-Off number 4. I will be hosting solo today. Today is our first match, also with guest questions from Mr. Andrew Just and Aiden Benson. So thank you guys for writing those. We're going to get right into it. Introducing our first team, we have Sophie and David. Hey, folks. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Of course. My pleasure. How are we feeling today?
It's our debut. I'm sure it'll be interesting.
Well rested.
Right. Well rested. Good. It's a very, very serious competition that we have today. So
serious.
I don't know. Have you guys watched the previous episodes? Anything from the last 3? How do you feel like you stacked up against some of those questions?
Some of them I'm like, dang, I can't believe I don't know this. And others I'm like, I'm yelling at the screen, why don't you know this? So hit or miss on what I know and what I don't. So.
And David?
Sounds like Sophie's feeling confident. And as long as Sophie's confident, I'm confident.
All right. I love the optimism. That's our first team. Oh, what is your guys' team name, by the way?
Cow on Grass.
Cow on Grass. I'm a little bit lost as to what that's a reference to. Do you mind explaining that? Or
you guys are just going to have to figure it out.
Okay. I like a mystery. Our second team today is Owen and Colin. Welcome, folks. How we doing?
Oh,
Incredible.
Good. I just marathoned all the John Wick movies between last night and today, so I'm feeling a little tired, but we're ready for some trivia.
Yes, I also did that. I also marathoned all of the John Wick movies and watched 2, 3, and 4 for the first time this week, and they were excellent. They were great.
Yes, they are.
Have we all seen John Wick 4?
Catch up on those.
John Wick 4
Yes.
is good.
Yes. John Wick
I've
4
only
great.
seen the first one. I need to watch the next 3.
I think they each get better.
Absolute bliss. All right.
They're so fun. Or at least the first one I watched. So.
Owen and Colin, what is your guys' team name?
We are the Ghostly Gunslingers.
Yeah.
Ghostly Gunslingers. Is that a reference to anything, or are we kind of also are you going to leave it a mystery?
It's Colin likes a ghost story, and I like the good, the bad, and the ugly. So a very basic mesh of our two.
I thought it was like because you guys are good with horror movies and Western. So
that works too.
That's
Yeah,
pieced in a
makes
little
sense.
bit.
Yeah, that also makes sense. All right, we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it. So the first round is the whiteboard round. I kind of explained the rules earlier to you guys before we started. Also, apologies for starting late again for those of you in the audience. But the whiteboard round is pretty much exactly the same as the real trivia face-off whiteboard round, with a couple exceptions. There are 10 questions instead of 8. Each question is worth 5 points. Both teams get 2 repeats, 1 per player. Write your answer on your board after I'm done reading. Again, feel free to crosstalk. It's not that serious. I try to have like sort of a points don't matter approach, but I think that's it. Yep. Our mystery category will be revealed on question 10 also, which I don't think I've revealed to any of you yet. So are we all ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah, excited.
All right. Good deal. Best of luck to both teams. Here's your first question, courtesy of Mr. Andrew Just. Your first question comes in the category of music. What song by Lil Nas X, featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, holds the record for the longest amount of time at the number 1 spot on the Billboard Top 100, staying at the position for 19 consecutive weeks? You get 15 seconds.
I really want to sing it, but I can't.
I mean, you can, but
Yeah, please do.
you don't want to get caught.
I could sing the melody, but then it'll be a giveaway, so I'm not gonna do it. I'll sing it as I reveal my answer.
I'll take an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with the Ghostly Gunslingers with Owen.
I said Old Town Road.
And Sophie.
I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road.
It's beautiful.
Till I can.
All right, go ahead.
Old Town Road.
Old Town Road's correct, Colin. And David, finish us off.
Old Town Road.
Old Town Road. 10 points to both teams. Well done. Here is your second
Nice.
question in the category of history. As shakily depicted in The Sound of Music, Anschluss, a word translated to English as joining or connecting, is the term given to Nazi Germany's annexation of what neighboring country? You have 15 seconds. Not a whole lot of jokes to be made here, I don't think. Deep in thought.
Make a few jokes.
Oh, let's try not to. Yeah. Try not to say anything, racist or what could be perceived.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to give that
Not
warning.
on that joke.
Let's try not to, pull an Andrew Just about baseball.
People
that might be good at it. All right.
Damn it. Now that song's in my head. Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
Well, actually,
I'll need an
Andrew wrote the
answer
question.
in
Thanks,
5,
Andrew.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Sophie first.
I don't know. I put Germany.
Germany annexing itself. I like it. Let's go to Colin
Said Austria.
and
I thought-
David
Never mind.
I
I
put
understood the question
France.
wrong.
and Owen.
I also put Austria.
All right, Austria is the correct answer. So the Ghostly
I did
Gunslingers
not
take-
understand that question at all. It was too long.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I was thinking, what borders Austria? And I'm like, Germany, obviously. So I don't know.
All right. Well, if you thought that question was long, buckle up. Here's your third question in the category of film and TV. Showrunners Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann recently produced what hit new TV show based on a video game made for the PlayStation 3? That's also courtesy of Andrew Just. Thank you very much for the guest writing on this.
Yeah, late night video game sessions with Andrew and Aiden where they just talk about this nonstop really helped me.
I've heard that name before.
Andrew Just?
No, the Frank Mazin guy.
Yeah,
I don't know if I pronounced
made a
those
show
right,
based on
so-
a video game. It's very popular.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
video
need an
game and a
answer
show. I
in
think I know
5.
the answer.
4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Colin this time.
The Last of Us.
And David?
I put Last of Us.
That's fine. And Owen?
The Last of Us.
And Sophie?
I also have The Last of Us.
And The Last of Us is correct. Everybody getting that one? We're going into question 4 in the category of literature and art. Everybody's favorite. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is a spin-off and prequel of what novel by Suzanne Collins?
I knew.
is
I don't know
insanely
why
lucky.
I thought this. I knew there was gonna be a question about this. I don't know why. Now, whatever.
Aiden
Yeah.
had a premonition of in his last game too about the literature and art question. Interesting. All right, I will need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Owen again.
The Hunger Games.
And Sophie.
I'm currently reading Catching Fire, so The Hunger Games.
And Colin.
Hunger Games.
All right. And David.
Hunger Games.
All right. Excellent. Very high conversion rate during this game. Ghostly Gunslingers haven't missed a single question yet going into the half.
Well, we're about to.
Wow.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
you
all
said
right,
something
your
with
questions
a-
in the category of mixed bag, which are like questions that don't really fit into the other categories.
Okay.
Oh, I'm back. Okay. Your question in mixed bag. How many pints are in a gallon? We're all engineers, or I guess
Wow.
most of us.
I don't
Our
deal with this
engineers.
stuff.
Not
How
me,
much
I'm an
do I
English
hate
teacher.
the American system right now?
Yeah, so let's see who remembers their imperial units from 3rd grade.
I think I got it.
I just think of the orange juice, and then I go from there.
Yeah.
The orange juice I get.
A full pint of orange juices. I feel like that's a lot. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'll need an answer in
Takes me like a
Now I
week to
feel
finish.
like I'm
So
wrong.
5, 4,
No, I feel like I'm wrong.
3, 2, 1. Let's see if this orange juice knowledge pays off. Sophie, what do you have?
I said 8.
And Colin?
I also said 8.
And David?
I put 4.
And Owen?
I put 8.
8 is the correct answer.
Okay.
Damn it.
There are 8 pints in a gallon, which is something that I did not immediately know before thinking of this question?
I think there's 2 pints in a quart and 4 quarts in a gallon,
Yeah.
which I learned in elementary school, and that was the last time I learned about that.
Yeah.
See,
we
I was
really
thinking the
should
same
just-
thing, but I'm like, no way, it's something that dumb.
We should really just dispense with the imperial units.
We should. The only good
Anyway.
imperial unit is Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Um,
Here is your next question in the category of the world. So this is like current events, geography,
No,
etc.
it's pretty broad, but okay.
Damn.
Yeah. In a Senate committee hearing earlier this week, Bernie Sanders questioned CEO Howard Schultz about labor practices at his company's locations. What company, headquartered in Seattle, Washington, is Howard Schultz the CEO of?
huh.
Remember, you get 2 repeats if you need me to repeat these questions. Hearing giggling could either be good or bad.
This is a humorous question.
I'm laughing at Sophie's laugh, which sounded like Andrew's laugh from that viral.
Was it that loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Listen to the mic then.
I'll need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to David. I think I've skipped you a couple times.
This is the only company I could think of in Seattle. Zillow.
That's a good guess, but not right. Sorry, Owen. What do you have?
Oh my god.
Starbucks.
Starbucks is the correct answer. We'll go to Sophie.
I had a chai tea latte from Starbucks today. Starbucks.
Starbucks is correct. And Colin, what do you have?
Starbucks.
Starbucks is also correct. All right. So Ghostly Gunslingers still have all of their points, I think, if my scorekeeping is right.
We should.
So we'll go into question number 7, and this will be the visual question of our
Ooh.
whiteboard round in the category of science. So sublimation is a type of phase transition or a physical process in which one state of matter is changed into another. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to fill in the blanks on screen and indicate which state of matter should come first and second. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda. So we're putting 2 states of matter?
Yeah, 2 states of matter. So one state of matter should go where one goes, and then it will sublimate into the other state of matter. So that is what I'm looking for.
All right.
Sublimation is the process. Give you a few more seconds here.
Sorry, Colin. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's all right. We're doing good. So
Out of all the
Science-
questions, I expect
science is
David
not
to get
easy.
this right.
it's not easy.
I'll be so embarrassed if I get this wrong.
That's okay.
I kinda
I
just-
will need an answer.
I just winged
in,
it. I don't know. I don't remember this.
I will need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boards up. Let's go to just Owen first, I guess.
I said solid to liquid.
Okay. Let's go to Sophie
I said solid to gas.
and Colin
It's a cast a liquid.
and David.
Solid to gas.
Solid to gas is correct. So
Let's
Cow and
go.
Grass sweeping that. Good job.
Finally, my degree paying off.
I know. Sigh.
All right. Your 8th question in the whiteboard round is going to come in the category of games. This question is courtesy of Aiden Benson. With 8 mainline entries and numerous spin-offs, what survival horror game franchise features the recurring antagonistic pharmaceutical company Umbrella Corporation?
Did we get 1 repeat per just
Per
this
round?
round?
Yeah, just this
Or-
whiteboard round. You
Okay.
get 2 repeats, 1 repeat per person.
Question 8. Repeat the question.
I'll repeat it.
Thanks, Colin.
Question 8 in the category of games. With 8 mainline entries and numerous spin-offs, what survival horror game franchise features the recurring antagonistic pharmaceutical company Umbrella Corporation? It's courtesy of Aiden Benson. An excellent question. You guys get about 10 seconds, or 15-ish, I guess.
Games. Games are cool. I only play Fortnite though.
Yep.
And where are the Fortnite questions?
Man, that'd be awesome.
I
game
didn't know
I'd
that
get it
this was
right.
Spider-Man is from?
Yeah.
Is that still a joke, or is that like horribly dated?
Wait,
Wait,
what?
was
was
Spider-Man's from
Spider-Man?
Fortnite.
Yeah, yeah.
Spider-Man
Space
is from
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
Spider-Man is Fortnite.
They probably
I'll
have
need an
characters
answer
in
here
game.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go with Sophie
I put Resident Evil.
and Colin
Resident Evil.
and David
Resident Evil.
and
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil is correct. Well done, sweep. That's just kind of a maybe like a just a sneaky hidden movie question too. All right. Here's your penultimate question in the category of sports. The last question before we get into our mystery, before we reveal our mystery category. Name any of the teams that made it to the Final Four of the women's NCAA March Madness basketball tournament.
Anyone?
R.I.P. R.I.P.
I was
Any
looking
one of
at-
the 4 teams that made it to the
Oh,
Final
Oh,
Four.
just
of the
one?
women's.
I was
Okay.
watching the championship before
Same, and I'm
this
so
match.
fucking mad. I'm so
Yeah.
fucking mad. It was the worst ref game I've ever seen in my life. Holy shit.
Not good.
It's an extremely fun tournament to watch. Like very exciting.
Yeah, I'm happy the women's tournament's getting a lot of recognition this year.
Yeah. All right. I'll need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Colin.
Iowa State.
Okay. And David
I put University of Iowa.
Oh,
and Owen
Yeah.
I just put Iowa.
and Sophie.
I also put Iowa, but also Justin for Caitlin Clark.
Should we?
Yeah. So
I mean,
if you
can
put,
it be challenged?
No, it's not
Because-
Iowa State.
No,
it's not Iowa State.
it's not Iowa
Iowa
State.
is fine.
You
Iowa
got
State
it.
is wrong. So
Because I put
Yes.
Iowa initially, I'm like, oh, I could.
Yeah.
That's devious.
no,
Oh,
it's fine.
That's correct.
Iowa's usually refers to the University of Iowa. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So if you put Iowa, LSU, South Carolina, Virginia Tech, you would have gotten it right. So everybody except for Colin. Sorry,
Sad.
It's all right. It's all
Colin
right.
with a throw.
Bro, yeah.
What's the score?
All right, that's okay. You were very close. I will
Pretty
tell
good.
you that in just a moment after we finish our 10th question. Our 10th
Okay,
question,
cool.
here's where we reveal our mystery round. There are a lot of things in the world of athletics that are happening, lots of big events. One that happened that's going to start here, or started about 40 minutes ago, and actually started the night before, is WWE's flagship pay-per-view event,
God.
WrestleMania 39. So your mystery round today are going to be questions related to World Wrestling Entertainment, or I think it's just called WWE now. I don't think those letters stand for anything. I promise it's not going to be that bad. Here's your question in our mystery round.
Probably would be. I don't know anything about it.
The only wrestler I
Uh,
know, unfortunately, is Logan Paul. So
I just know Nacho Libre.
Logan Paul's not a wrestler.
me.
Army of the Dead, Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, and Knock at the Cabin are
Oh.
all recent films that feature what former WWE superstar in an acting role?
Oh, thank God. Incorporated film into this. Thank you.
Okay, I guess
Don't
if
worry
it's
about
like
wrestling questions. The rest of them are going to look relatively like that. So
okay,
Yay!
wrestlers
God.
going.
then we
to
have a
act
then we have a
I can work with.
chance.
I appreciate you. That's the only reason I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to who is I can't even remember who I was on. Let's go to David. David, yeah.
Stop.
Dave Bautista.
And Owen
Dave Batista.
and Sophie
Dave Batista.
and Colin.
Dave Batista.
Dave
This is
Batista
a really
is
close
correct. He
game.
could have given me his ring name, which was just Batista. Well
Yeah, I would
done.
have gone for that.
I'm going to
Um,
talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I'm going to tabulate scores, and then I'll be back, and we'll move on to round 2. See you
How
later.
many do we miss? Oh, he's just
man.
gone. How many do
When
we
he
miss?
said
Three?
WWE, I was like,
think
oh
3.
no.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a big
WWE
intro to
is
the
like-
question.
my biggest blind spot in like sports.
I saw some like
golf
ads
is my
for it.
biggest blind spot.
I know
Golf.
some golf. I watch
I
golf
was-
like 2-3 times a year.
I think that puts me to sleep. Can't really.
Golf is probably like the best edited sport,
Interesting.
if that makes sense.
Actually, no, it's a good point. Yeah.
In
There's
what way?
always something happening in golf.
Oh, I see what
there's
you're
like
saying.
there's like 20 people playing at a time. There's always cutting
That
from
makes
one
sense.
Whereas baseball
Only
puts me to sleep.
Sports are exciting.
Baseball's fun to play.
the-
Awful to watch.
All right, hello again. So
Welcome back.
after round one, our current score is the Ghostly Gunslingers with 85 points, which I think is some kind of record. That might be true. I'm not really sure. And Cow on Grass with 80. So there's only a 5-point difference.
Jeez.
So
Ghostly
close.
Gunslingers in the lead. We're gonna go ahead and roll into round two now. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So on screen, I have the wheel, our big honkin' boy. There are 29 different slices here. There are 2 questions from every core category that we had in the whiteboard round, with the exception of 2. And then we have 3 questions from our mystery round, WWE, and 3 questions from each of the strengths rounds that our 2 teams have selected. Our strength rounds for today are the cows on grass, or cow on grass, went with geography, very broad. And the other team, Ghostly Gunslingers, went with board games, or tabletop gaming, I think is the specific category that they gave me. So how this will work is that we will go between both teams. They get 1 turn and we'll alternate. They'll spin the wheel. They'll have to answer a question from the wheel that they spin. And yeah, I'll read it and they'll get about 30 seconds to answer, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on the complexity of the question. If they get it right, they get 10 points. If they get it wrong, it'll bounce to the other team for a steal. The first 6 questions of this round are going to be worth 10 points, and then the last 2 are going to be worth 20 each. So there are a lot of points here available. Each team gets 2 repeats, and then they can use it at any time except for when you spin spinners or opponents, of which there are 2 each on the board. So any questions before we get started, players?
Sounds good.
So we still have our repeats for this round, and it's 2 each.
No,
team?
there are no repeats this round at all.
No repeats.
Cool.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's
How many
good.
questions?
If you need me to repeat part of a question, I'd be happy to, or all or part of it. But just know that you have about 30-ish to 40 seconds to answer.
Okay.
And you can collaborate with your teammates. So
Okay.
just
And
be aware of that. Okay.
how many questions?
They're going to be 8 for each team.
Okay.
So 16 overall. This will probably be the longest section of the game, but we'll see. All right.
I know you
so
said this, but one more. How many like respins do we get again?
you get 2 each. 2 respins for each team. Yep. So
Each team. Okay.
and you can use it whenever. So like if you spin like film and television and you don't want it theoretically, and you spin again and you get literature and art and you want that even less, you can use your last respin. But remember that the last 2 questions of each round are worth 20. So
All right.
already. Ghostly Gunslingers, you are in the lead by 5 points, so you can elect to go first or second. What would you like to do?
Oh, probably spin. Unless you want to defer.
Want to go? Nah, yeah, we can go first. There's nothing. If the WWE questions are like tangentially actors, even half of them are actor related. I think we'll be fine with everything on here, honestly. So
Yeah,
let's just spin.
I'm
Yeah.
fine spinning.
yeah, let's spin first. Yeah.
All right. Fortune favors the bold. We'll go ahead and spin for the Ghostly
Damon said
Gunslingers.
that in a crypto commercial.
I'm actually the new owner of FTX. You get geography. The numbers after that just correspond to questions 1, 2, or 3 in that set. So that is notably the strength of the opposing team. So would you like to keep that question, or would you like to respin?
Oh, and you said you were pretty good with geography, right?
Okay,
I wouldn't be that useful, but
I'm
I
not
don't know.
dead in the water, but I mean, I'm not like swimming ashore
Okay.
here.
I mean, yeah, we can respin. That's fine.
Okay, let's respin. I don't like using a respin immediately, but we'll respin.
All right. So they use their first respin. They might come to regret that later, but we'll see.
Wow.
They
Okay.
have 1 respin remaining. They can elect to use it here or later. And they spun Spinner's Choice.
Okay.
That works.
Very nicely done.
Yeah.
Do we
So-
do Spinner's Choice for gaming, or do we go film TV?
I go film TV as much. Gaming is just because I knew film and TV would probably help them just as much as it helped us.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go film TV.
All right, they're going to go with film and TV. Let's go ahead and remove that from the board. All right, these questions are courtesy of Mr. Aiden Benson. So thank you very much to Aiden. Here's your first question for 10 points. Name the Netflix original show that ran for 2 seasons from 2017 to 2019 that chronicled the beginnings of the FBI's Behavior Science Unit. This division interviews and analyzes serial killers to try and better understand criminal behavior.
That would be Mindhunter. Mindhunter, final answer.
That is correct. Thank you, Aiden, again for that. That kind of fell into your wheelhouse.
Oh my god, that makes
Yep.
sense. He
Yes.
submitted a Mindhunter song, I think, for the Scores
Hmm.
League. Makes sense.
Yes, he did.
All right, so we are opening up with our first correct answer. David and Sophie, here's your first spin in the battle wheel round. Remember, you have plenty of time to talk it out, so you're going to land on mixed bag.
I'm fine with this.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, they're just going to go with it. All right, here is your first question in the category of mixed bag. Again, that's just sort of like random things. Your question. Although it is not official, Wikipedia maintains a top 30 list of most liked tweets of all time. Of those 30 tweets contained in the list, 17 are from an account representing what group?
I want to say the Republican group.
No. There's no way.
I don't know.
White
I don't use
group.
Twitter, so I'm not sure. What are you thinking, David?
I don't even understand that. Like, representing what group?
It could be anything, I think.
The only thing is I can think like singers or something like that.
No, I
Bands?
think of I'm thinking of politics.
Here. To clarify, I just want you to name the account or name the people behind the account. That's what I meant. So sorry if that was kind of vague. I'll give you a little bit of extra time to think that through.
Oh, like a specific account.
Yeah. Might be. That was kind of ambiguously worded.
17.
I don't. Donald Trump.
I don't think so, though.
That's like the only. I don't know. I don't use Twitter, so I don't.
We could, yeah. I mean, I'm okay with Donald Trump, I guess.
Sure, just go Donald Trump. Final answer.
Final answer.
That's a great guess and also a very funny. Unfortunately, it's incorrect, but that's a very funny wrong answer for a reason that we'll get to in a little bit. We'll go ahead and bounce over to Gunslingers. You get about 20 to 30 seconds to answer.
Things that popped in my head were BTS, if it was like a musical group, The Onion, or Drill.
I've never even heard of Drill.
Okay.
I feel like the Onion would not have top 17
Yeah.
out of 30. I think that's a good guess, but BTS is good. If it's good. Yeah, but I like. I don't know. Obama had the most liked tweet for a while, right? That was the thing.
Yeah, but 17. I don't think Obama's firing bangers left and right. I don't think his these are my favorite movies of the year. Are pulling the number.
Sure, BTS is as good a guess as any.
Okay.
All right, I'll need an answer in about 10 seconds here. So,
BTS, final answer.
BTS is correct. Well done.
Oh.
Holy crap! Nice poll.
Here we go.
Nice.
So,
K-pop
yeah.
stands.
Understand?
K-pop
I don't
stands
know.
Crazy.
I don't use Twitter.
They're insane.
God damn it!
I was trying to think of the name of that band.
You could have told me. I would have pulled it out. I know BTS.
Well, I said singer-songwriters, and you were like, no, politics.
That's.
She
I
immediately
think
followed that up
Twitter-
with, I don't use Twitter.
I think Twitter and I think politics because that's all I see on Reddit are politics from tweets. That's it.
God, you just read it.
I'm amused that
Reddit
your
is better
instinct
than
to go with the
Twitter.
Republican Party or like the RNC because those are like BTS, RNC, like roughly the same thing.
Roughly, yeah.
Twitter is literally so unorganized. I can never see the comments and the threads are just all over the place. Like Reddit is so easy. It's just comment and you can upvote and it's perfect. I love it.
All right, Redditor in our midst. Okay, so we've spun mixed bag again, gentlemen, on Ghostly Gunslingers after sweeping 20 points in the last round. Would you like to go with mixed bag or not?
I'm fine
Sure.
with that.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to go with the second mixed bag taken off the board. Here is your question. 2 answers required. Yes, please enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com. I've just read a Twitter post from December 2022 that, as of today, is the 3rd most liked tweet on the platform. Name both the account that tweeted that little thing that I read and the account that the tweet was responding to.
That is Greta Thunberg and Andrew Tate, final answer.
That's correct.
What the fuck are these Twitter questions? What
That's
the hell?
awesome.
This isn't trivia. This is Twitter.
I forgot that happened. I
Trivia,
can't believe I
trivia is
said
all
that.
encompassing.
Although I
Twitter,
did-
Oh my
Twitter's
God.
gotten me
I
2
will say-
questions correct.
I did see that on Reddit, so it's doing its job.
All right. To borrow from Max, that's a layup for the terminally online.
Yes.
Cow on Grass, you guys spun WWE. Would you like to go with it or
No,
no?
I don't
No,
want this. Anything but this. Unless
respin.
you want it, David?
No, respin. Get me
No,
out of here.
respin. Hell no. Fuck that shit.
All right, they're burning their first respin very early in the round.
Whatever.
And
They
you get
have
some-
one respin. I will use ours early too. Why
All
not?
right. So your question comes from Tabletop Gaming number 2.
Sure.
Let's
We'll
do
get a
it.
gauge for what this entails, Colin. I'm
Yeah, this is
Yeah, I'm
this is
curious.
good. This is really good.
All right, these questions come courtesy of Mr. Andrew Just, or at least I worked on them collaboratively with him. He's an excellent question writer. Let me pull this up. It's a visual question, so give me 1 second here.
Great.
I like these visual questions.
I'm getting so hungry.
We have at least another hour.
I know.
Yeah, that's rough.
Sorry. Okay, so on screen, give me 1 second to actually pull up the question. All right, so many board games use the same basic components to avoid expensive custom models. What is the commonly accepted term used for the pieces shown on screen, coined during a game of Carcassonne in 2000?
What?
I know it in Spanish. Can you take a
What is
Spanish
it?
answer?
What's the
I
Spanish?
I call them fichas.
Features.
Yeah, that's what I call them though. I don't know if it's actually right. Those things I just call fichas. Whenever I play a board game, little things that you move, it's fichas.
It's-
That's not the
is
English
it like
word.
but I think this is for a specific game board. I don't think it's like a general these are
I-
game pieces.
No, that's a. Let me clarify. That's true. It's like a general. It's a
Yeah, it's
general.
like a general term, like
used for,
something
these
like
little
a
things.
like a
A
thing you
game
use in board
piece.
game
Game
piece. Okay,
player.
you want to go game piece?
Game player. Player token.
No.
Player player figure. Play. Right?
I like game piece.
Yeah, I feel like if I was reading an instruction manual, they would say game piece.
Okay, game piece. Final answer. I don't know.
Unfortunately, that's not correct. We're looking for something general, but not quite that general. We'll bounce over
Okay, you misled us. This one's on you.
to. We'll go to the ghostly gunslingers. What do you guys have?
This is tough.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no freaking clue. I hope this doesn't spell
What they're
trouble for us
called?
later.
It's like a little guy.
A chit. No, chit.
Yeah, I'm sure it's something like a chit or whatever, where there's like a random name for it that no one ever uses.
Yeah, I don't just call them pieces.
Yeah, let's just go. I don't know. Let's go chit.
Sure, chit. Final answer.
That's unfortunately incorrect, but a good guess. These are called meeple. Meeple, which is a
I've
portmanteau
never-
of my and people.
I've played so many board games. There's no such thing. There's no such thing.
No
That
such
does.
thing.
I don't read. Never read that anywhere in my life.
I'm also not familiar with the term, but who
The
knows?
fuck? Andrew, are you fucking okay? Never mind. Whatever.
He
I'm
has
gonna
a
blame it on
board.
Andrew.
He has a board game somewhere on his shelf that has
Oh.
these guys in it.
It's too
I
little.
mean,
guess.
Frumble was my second
Yeah.
guess, but
I still maintain. I think fichas.
All right.
That's what I.
Andrew knows like the breadth of his gaming knowledge, is very wide. So I'm gonna
Well,
trust
that
him.
was a really lame question, Andrew. Ask us about Catan, okay?
That's
going
very
on now.
mean. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and continue the game. Oh, we're all messed up on this screen here. Oops. Where's the wheel? Oh, there it is. Okay. So
okay.
no points there. Cow on Grass gets nothing. Again, we're going into our third spin. Ghostly Gunslingers, here we go. You have one repeat left.
Oh wow, this one just keep going.
You get literature and art. Do you
This
want to
is
keep it or do you want to
us.
spin again?
How many questions do we have left? A lot.
Yeah.
like
yeah,
six.
You only have one
Okay,
respin.
we should probably. just keep this in.
let's bite the bullet.
Yeah, let's just fight it. Yeah.
All right, you're gonna bite the bullet and just do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second here. This is another visual question.
Yay.
Ooh.
That makes me.
I
feel-
like the visual questions, even though that meeple thing was fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So what I have here is an excerpt from a recent article from the magazine Wired. The magazine. It was like a very weird, very strange, very like insulting piece written by this guy about an author. That author's name has been redacted with black boxes. I'm not going to read it out loud because it's fairly long. I will leave this here for you and the audience to read. All that I want you to do is to tell me what name of what modern author is behind that redacted black censored bar. And I'll give you like plenty of extra time for this.
Okay, what famous authors have had releases recently?
James Patterson.
James Patterson's always really. Would anybody insult James Patterson this much? Sure, he's like the milquetoast of authors, but does he deserve this?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't read, man.
Okay, graphic T-shirt, ill-fitting blazer. This could be Ernest Klein, but I don't know why somebody would be writing about him right now.
It's not Klein because that first black is. I assume it's the last name. That's not long.
Oh, okay, it's too long. Okay, that's good. That's a good point.
Metagaming it a little bit.
Okay, no, this is good. This is good.
Doesn't really fit Patterson
Salt-
either. I think it's too short.
Salt
for
Lake,
Patterson.
Salt Lake City.
If he like is in Salt Lake City, I'd be upset if I had to drive there.
I like Salt Lake City.
Apologies to our viewers from Salt Lake City.
They barely have a Salt Lake now. I mean, it's just,
That is true.
Gonna be called
That's
city.
very concerning.
It's
They got,
city.
they got more salt.
I
than
have
Lake.
no idea, Colin.
I have no freaking clue.
Let's go. James Patterson, final answer.
That is a great guess. Unfortunately, that's incorrect. I'll bounce over to the other team. What do you think?
Do you have a guess, Sophie?
I feel like I've seen this before. I mean, it is recent.
Do you have any guesses?
It's like a week ago. I didn't even realize that.
My guess is whoever the author of The Martian is. What's that guy's name?
Oh, Andy Weir?
Yeah,
I mean, sure.
because I feel
Yeah,
like
it
I
is
could
Andy
see
Weir.
it. Okay, you want to go
I-
Andy Weir?
Well, no, that's just the Project Hail Mary.
Yeah,
guy
but
on The
I'm
Martian.
just I know, but
Yeah,
do you
I
have
mean,
any?
I don't know.
I don't have
any
any
other-
other guesses.
This is about an author, dim sum and freeze dried. No one writes about. I honestly,
Because like
I don't
he
I don't
because
think it's Andy Weir, but we can go.
the only
Andy
reason
Weir.
yeah the only reason like when he describes this guy, it sounds like a computer coder type of guy. I don't know, like Andy Weir was a computer
So
coder.
insulting.
It's not. It's just
The
facts.
article's insulting.
All right, we can go in. We can go Andy Weir.
Yeah, Andy Weir.
Final answer.
All right, that's a very good guess. Unfortunately, it's incorrect. Colin, you were kind of on the right. You were looking at the right thing. I think that kind of gets you into the question. You were looking at Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City in Utah, which is kind of famous for, among other things, Mormonism. There are a number of famous Mormon authors, but one of them that is extremely prolific and writes a lot is Brandon Sanderson, the fantasy writer.
Oh,
So
I was in Utah recently and I saw his name everywhere. That's why it makes sense. Oh. Stupid Mormons. No, not stupid Mormons, but I'm just mad I got
All
it
right.
wrong.
Let's,
I'm just mad at
We
the
can't
question.
go to Salt Lake City anymore. We're all banned.
Yeah, you're
Let's
kind of
chill.
banned.
It's a fatwa. All right, we're gonna go ahead and spin
Honestly,
for Sophie and David. You're going
This
into
is such a
spin
fun
3.
round. I'm happy. I know we're getting all these questions wrong, but this is fun. Oh,
Oh,
You can
yes.
spinner's choice.
What do you want to do?
It sounds like you really like geography.
I didn't even come up with that. I don't know why we made that our strength. I'm like, not
No,
good
you
at
came up with
geography at
that.
all.
You came up
No.
with that. We talked about this, and you were like, "Yeah, I
I
love
said
geography."
strength, and you went geography, and I was like,
You were like, "I love
okay.
maps. I love names. I like countries." And I'm like, "Okay, geography."
fine, we'll go with geography. Sure.
All
See what
right.
happens.
So
Give
geography
me a
has 3
capital and
questions.
I'll give you the country. Like
Geography has 3 questions. Would you like geography 1, 2, or 3?
3. No. 1.
All right. Geography 1. I'll go ahead and put that away. All right. Here is your question in the category geography. You'll get about 30 seconds here. Astoria, Flushing, and Jackson Heights are all neighborhoods found in which of New York City's boroughs, the largest in terms of total area?
Isn't it Queens?
I
Like we're
think
Flushing,
so.
New York, right?
I feel like Brooklyn is also pretty good, but I think Queens is bigger.
I think it's Queens.
Final
I've
answer?
been looking at a New York map for weeks because I'm going in the end of April. So
Yeah.
I'm
But was it the New York City subway map? That's a big distinction.
No, I've been looking at. You got Manhattan, you got Brooklyn, you got Queens. And Flushing's like right on the top, unless Queens doesn't hit that. Let's go Queens. Queens final
Okay,
answer.
I'm good with Queens.
All right. So Brooklyn is the largest in terms of population. Queens is the largest in terms of total area. So you get 10 points there. Well done.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Let's go. My trip to
All
New
right.
York helps.
Even though geography apparently is not your strong suit, which may be trouble in the future.
See, no. The thing with geography is states, capitals, countries. I'm good at that. Everything else, like population.
I don't know. You just
and
described New
culture.
York City to me like perfectly from memory.
What the heck?
All right. So Ghostly Gunslinger is going into round or the fourth spin. You get WWE number 3. Would you like to use your final respin, or would you like to save it?
We should save our respin for the harder questions
Yeah.
that are with more.
Let's
so
take it.
let's
Let's take
go.
it.
All right. They're going to take it. WWE 3.
E3 got canceled.
Yep. Here's your question. In a meeting set up by Snoop Dogg, what WWE superstar defeated The Miz in the penultimate match of last night's WrestleMania 39 Night 1 event? This WWE superstar, who is also a color commentator for SmackDown, previously spent 7 seasons as punter for the Indianapolis Colts.
Pat McAfee,
I
final
was
answer.
gonna say, I hope that helps you.
You say final?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Pat McAfee is correct.
That's
Nice.
That
Owen knows
last,
this
I was gonna say- I was
last
gonna say-
sentence got it for me. I was very
yeah. No,
Listen,
the Indianapolis
I was
Colts punter. That's a giveaway right there for
My
Owen.
man, Pat.
So I was like, we
All
don't
right.
know this, we don't know this, we don't know. Oh, Owen will know this.
You get 10 points. Here's your spin. Pat McAfee, very weirdly involved with WWE now. I'm not
Oh
sure
yeah.
how that happens. All right. You guys get tabletop gaming for 3 points. The third question in tabletop gaming, would you like to take it or would you like to respin? Mind you that this is the strength category of Ghostly Gunslingers.
Yeah, but like these questions
go
are
ahead.
weird. What do you want to do, Dave? Do you want
I
to
don't-
respin or
We can do it.
we could do? Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? We'll go again.
So are you taking the question or are you
Yeah,
respinning?
yeah.
Yeah. Question.
Okay.
Give us the question.
You get the third question from Tabletop Gaming. Here is your question. And remember, these are sort of targeted towards its strength category audience, but who knows? Your question. Critical Role is the most popular, quote, actual play show on the internet featuring a cast of voice actor friends playing Dungeons and Dragons. What is the name of the main host of the show, who also voices Cole Cassidy in Overwatch?
Oh wow.
I heard Dungeons and Dragons and I thought Dungeon Master.
Critical Role.
I don't
I need to
understand that
watch
question
this
at all.
We're looking for the
It's-
name of a person.
Yeah, it's a so the question is who's the host of Critical Role, which is a D&D like show.
It's a Dungeons and I was thinking the movie. This is a person. Is this a fucking? Oh yeah, well it is a Dungeons and Dragons is a board game, I guess. But then this is referring to a guy in a show and nothing about the rules of the game. The hell. I don't know. Do you know?
I think what's really funny is I think Alyssa would know this.
I'll need an answer in about 10 seconds.
Caller, tell her to come
No.
in.
Unfortunately, we don't allow phone a friend here, so
Oh my goodness.
It'd be cool.
I'm going to
Really
need an
cool
answer in
today.
about 5, 4, 3.
Morgan Freeman, final answer.
That'd be awesome.
That's a good guess, and that would be badass, but unfortunately, that's
It would.
incorrect. So, going over to Ghostly Gunslingers. You
Matt
get a steal.
Mercer. Owen, yeah, have you heard
Yeah,
this
go
guy?
ahead. I have no
Matt
idea.
Mercer, final answer.
Matt Mercer is correct. You get 10 points.
Wow.
All right.
I don't even know who that is. Great.
So, Ghostly Gunslingers, you get another sweep. We're going back to you for your 5th spin of the game. You guys get sports.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right.
We'll see.
Would you like to keep it or would you like to spin again?
Yeah, we'll keep
We'll
it.
No, they're keeping
This
it.
is question 6, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
question 5. Sorry.
Oh, 5.
So you
Keep
got
it,
3
yeah.
more after this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here's your question in the category of sports. The Tokyo 2020 Olympic Summer Games, which took place in 2021, introduced 6 sports to the competition lineup. 2 of these sports were baseball and softball, which returned to the Olympics after a 13-year absence. Name any of the other 4 sports that made their Olympic debut.
Rock climbing.
Skateboarding.
Yeah, okay. How do we want to do this?
I confident skateboarding.
I'm also okay. If you're confident, I'm equally as confident. But skateboarding.
Well, if you're
is cool too.
equally confident, why don't we go
Let's just go with
Skateboarding, final
answer.
All right, I heard skateboarding, final answer. That is correct. Rock climbing is also one, or sport climbing is what the Olympics are calling it, along with karate and surfing. You get 10 points there. Well done. All right. Cow on grass, here is your 5th spin.
I think Sarah's the only person who knows what our team name means, besides me and David.
It's very insular. I like it. All right. Your category is in science, nature, and technology. Would you like
Oh, that's what that stands for. Oh.
Yeah,
Would
we'll
you like to
take
keep
it. David, this is for
Yeah.
you.
Hopefully.
Yeah, let's try them out. Yeah, sure. We'll hear this question.
All right. Here is your question in the category of science, nature, and tech. Only 2 elements on the periodic table are named after female scientists. Name either element.
That's a good question.
Oh, it could be any of them.
Oh, what's her name? Oh, shoot. Why am I blanking on her name? Marie Curie. I think it's Curiosium or something like that. And then I think it's like
yeah.
Ida Meisner or something like that.
Curium?
I think it's Curium or something like that.
Yeah,
And then,
I think it's. I remember seeing Curium on the periodic table. Madame Curie, that sounds right. We should do that.
But we have to name 2, right?
No, you only have to name 1. You
Oh,
only have to name 1.
Let's go Curium. Yeah? I think that's it, no?
Curisium?
No, there's no S.
I'll need an answer in about 10 seconds here.
Can we get a repeat?
No, we don't have repeats.
Oh, that's right.
I think Curium, right? Let's
All
go
right.
An
Curium.
answer in about 5.
Curium,
Yeah.
final answer.
Curium is correct. Well done. You get 10 points
Oh
there.
my god. I'm
And-
stressing.
We did well. We did well.
David, if you
Wow.
didn't go with Curium, Mycnerium is also the other one. So named after it. So well done. Okay, we're going into question 6. Ghostly Gunslingers, here's your spin.
All right.
You guys get tabletop 1.
God
Do you want to
Sure.
keep it or spin
all
again?
3.
That's fine.
If I say, I feel a little more confident about this category now. So let's go.
Yeah, let's run it.
All right. This is the last tabletop board gaming question. Here is your question. Specific title required.
No boy.
In what board game's Landsrad area can you trade 2 Solari to activate Mentat, a mechanic which gives the player an additional agent turn for their round? Themed content for this board game's 2 expansions have been modeled after the Ixian and Tleilaxu factions, respectively.
Holy shit! I don't know. I do not know.
It's like, is this what Magic the Gathering's about?
I think Magic the Gathering has way more expansions. Let's see. Board game.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know if it was like just 2 expansions or 2 of the expansions.
Oh, that's a good point.
Could you?
Do you need me to repeat part of a question?
Yeah, could you repeat the expansion part?
Yeah, just know it eats into your time. Yeah. So the themed content for this board game's 2 expansions have been modeled after the Ixian and Tleilaxu factions, respectively.
Yeah, so not that, because that one has a ton. I have no idea though.
You can roll out Catan because there's way more expansions. Ticket to Ride.
Definitely not Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride has trains across America. Whatever. What a game.
Great game.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pull this. Never mind.
Just like-
Whatever.
Alright.
I'll need the
Yeah.
answer in about 10 seconds.
Power Grid. Maybe?
None of these. I think it's like a TTRPG, maybe, potentially, or at least
It's a board game. It's a board game.
Okay.
I guess those aren't like mutually exclusive, but I'm looking for a board game here. I'll need an answer in about, well, I guess 10 seconds from here.
Power Grid. Final answer.
That's incorrect, but Power Grid is super fun. We'll go over to Sophie and David. I know this isn't really your strength, but if you want to give it a shot.
The only game I can think of, because I own it and it sounds space-like, is Cosmic Encounter, but I don't think that's it.
Yeah, I've no idea. I was not following that question.
I only heard Ixion and the other expansion thing, but I'm just gonna go
The only
Cosmic
thing,
Encounter.
yeah, the only guess I would have is Warhammer, but I don't think that'd be a board game. But I don't know.
Anything is possible in Andrew's mind.
I feel like
This question is
a
mine.
Warhammer.
So
Oh.
Oh.
it in.
Anything
also
is possible in John's
might be a
mind.
Warhammer
You're
fan.
We could go Warhammer if you want.
Okay, yeah, we can go Warhammer.
Warhammer, final answer.
That's a good guess. Unfortunately, also incorrect. You are closer than the other team, I guess, in that you went with something sci-fi. Landsrod, Solari, the Mentats, the House of Ix, Tleilaxu. These are all things from the universe of Dune. So the board game that we're looking for is Dune Imperium.
Dune?
Which is
Like
Dang.
the book?
Yeah.
Dune, yes.
Yeah, there's a board game.
There's a board game? Oh
Yes,
my
There's
it's-
board
god.
games
well,
of a
they're
lot of
two.
movies.
There are two board games, and they're both super fun. The one here is Dune Imperium. So, sorry, that was a little bit hard. Okay.
That's
It
all
was,
right.
it was a little bit of deep cut. I've seen that game before, though.
Alright.
So, unlike
Yeah.
Meeples, which I've never heard of, still.
Well, yeah, the strength categories have two that are kind of like on the easy medium side, and then one that's supposed to be kind of a ringer. So that was the ringer one, obviously. We'll go ahead and spin for the other team. You're almost there. We only have 2 questions left after this. You get spinner's choice.
Now that I know SNT, we can go SNT or geography.
I want another geography question. Those are fun.
That's fine.
All right, you
is
want to
your
go with
strength.
geography?
Yeah. We'll do the second geography question.
All right, geography 2. Excellent. All right, we have another visual round. Give me 1 second to pull it up. Okay. So, on screen is the outline of an oceanic archipelago nation that lies in the easternmost part of the Melanesian island group. I want you to name this country. The capital of the country has been indicated with a yellow cross right here.
I think that's Fiji.
Okay.
We have to name the country, you said?
Yes.
That's it?
Yep.
Fiji, final answer.
That's correct. Well done.
Let's
That is the
go!
Fiji.
Very nice.
I am good at geography.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Well done.
Man, dude. 2018, I had nothing to do in my internship. All I did was play geography quiz games on my computer because it was fun.
Okay, so
I
people
learned-
that do that are like good at geography. Like,
It's so fun, and I like knowing about the countries and shit and what they look like.
I like how
Drawing
within this
everything.
round you've gone from I
Yeah.
know nothing about geography. I love geography.
all right. So
All right. We take the last-
these last 2 questions are both worth going into question 7 and 8. The last 2 questions or last 2 spins of the round. These are worth 20 points each. So, Ghostly Gunslingers, you landed on spinner's choice, so you no longer have access to gaming, but you have whatever's left here.
We could do
we
film
take
TV.
film
This is-
TV. Yeah.
Yeah, it's our best shot besides like
Yep.
sports, but I feel more confident with film TV.
Let's go. Let's rip it.
All right, film and television. Let's go ahead and
Again?
get rid of the last question from there. Where is it?
There were 2?
Yes.
I
I was
thought
surprised
there
you
was
guys-
One.
I was surprised you guys didn't take it.
That's
Hey,
why
you
I
would've
only
found
saw
your
1.
geography.
That's why we didn't.
She's
Oh,
yeah,
whatever.
we're way better at
It's
geography.
fine. I like geography more.
All right. Here is your question
Complete 180.
from film and television. Name the 1972 science fiction film, later remade in English in 2002, which follows a psychologist sent to a distant space station orbiting a strange planet where the crew has been reporting hallucinations and strange visions.
Is it Solaris?
Yeah, I was thinking Solaris. 'cause
I think that's 2002
George
by...
Clooney was in the remake. Is that correct?
Yeah, that sounds
I think
right.
it's the Tarkovsky film.
Yeah, I think that lines up. I think 72 lines up for early.
Okay, Solaris popped in your mind and
Solaris.
in my mind, so
Yeah.
I'm feeling that.
Solaris, final answer.
Well done. You get 20 points there. All right. Good film knowledge. I'm going to go ahead and spin the spin 7 for Cow on Grass. Your first 20-point question in the category of games. This is different from
Pretty
board
broad.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this could be
so-
any game.
If we want to respin, I'm okay with it.
Well, how many questions do we have left?
There are 2 questions left. Both of them are worth 20 points.
Yeah, you want to respin?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not
So that is your
confident
last respin. Go ahead and spin again. And you land on double E.
Fine.
So
It's okay.
pro wrestling. Yes, everybody's favorites. Everybody knows a lot about this.
This
Okay.
is the worst. Okay.
So this is another visual question.
Oh no.
I want you to name that dude, that professional wrestler.
I believe it's Rey Mysterio.
Go for it.
Rey Mysterio, final answer.
That's correct. Well done.
Yeah,
Steve.
David.
Nice.
I don't know who that is.
On Friday, Rey Mysterio was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Well done. So
Nice, David.
you get 20 points there going into the final spin of the Battle Wheel round. Here we go.
All right, Colin.
We got to respin. I'm feeling okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Unless we land on opponents.
So we are not allowed to use.
Yeah.
No opponent's choice. Cow on Grass, you guys get to choose what these guys have to take as a question.
do you want to give them science, nature, and technology?
Sure.
That's a broad one. Why not? We'll give them science, nature, technology.
All right, giving science, nature, and technology.
All right.
That's the last question from that category. Your last question worth 20 points. Here you go. Ghostly Gunslingers. The first, second, and third derivatives of position with respect to time are velocity, acceleration, and jerk, respectively. What humorous names, inspired by mascots designed by advertising illustrator Vernon Grant, are given to the fourth, fifth, and sixth derivatives of position with respect to time? I need all 3.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't.
What the fuck?
I was taught this like once or twice, and I don't remember. It was like glossed over.
4th, 5th, and 6th. Scout Company. Yeah, I have no clue.
I feel like David will probably get this one, which is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. We were doing so well.
Jerk. We have to name one of them?
I think
And you
all
need to
3 of
name
them.
all 3, the fourth, fifth,
Name
and
all
sixth.
3 of them.
Oh, okay. Now I really have no shot.
Yeah, I never got this far. I think this is. I only had to derive 3 times max. This is
Well, I think
terrible.
my high school physics teacher said, "All right, this is what the fourth, fifth, and sixth ones are, and you won't have to ever use them in this class, at least." So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We can do like
Snap, crackle, pop. Wait.
stanky leg.
You like wait, snap, crackle. It's serial math. Maybe. Honestly, feels like an actual thing.
All right, let's do snap, crackle,
Snap,
pop.
crackle, pop. Final
Final
answer.
answer.
Fuck.
That is correct. Well done.
Damn.
God.
Yep.
What?
Wow.
And you got it.
We
at the
were so
exact
close.
point.
I had it. My dad, he asked me this question every time. He's like, "Did you learn this in school?" I'm like, "No,
Well,
I don't know."
Yeah, I never learned this.
I was like hyper fixating on
Snap, crackle,
the
pop.
mascot thing. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Good
was like-
job, Colin.
yeah,
That
thank
was
you.
a crazy
Great
pull.
pool.
Good pull,
I don't
good
think there are
pull,
many
good pull.
uses for those, but
There's
I
not. I
think
know.
No, at all.
Because I was thinking from a school standpoint when I should have been thinking from a general stupid knowledge standpoint.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Ah,
Your
dang it.
final question, and you get you don't have respin, so you have to take this cow on grass. Is
Fine with me.
from sports.
If it's a football thing, I could probably get it.
That is
Alright.
the only sport ever.
That is true. The only sport that matters, famously. Here is your question. If I can find it. Wherever I put it. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, your sports question. Last month. Was that last month? Okay,
February?
let me just rephrase this. Recently, Team Japan defeated Team USA in the championship game of the highly entertaining World Baseball Classic. The captain of Team Japan was two-way player and literal god Shohei Ohtani. Name any of the other 4 Team Japan players that also play in Major League Baseball.
I was hoping you were like, where did it take place? Because it was in Miami.
Yeah, this was technically last month. John, it was like a week ago.
Yeah, this was like 2 weeks
March.
ago.
Okay. Oh, you're right. It's not March anymore. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, so
It's
technically right.
April.
I am correct. Yes. Okay. You get about 30 seconds to answer or to try and come up with something. Who knows?
Do you know anything? Oh God. And I watched like part of this game. Can you repeat the second half of the question?
Yeah. So the question is, name besides Shohei Ohtani, name any of the other 4 Team Japan players that also play in Major League Baseball.
Oh. I remember this one guy's name. Maki, I think. Fuck, do we need first and last name or just one?
You can just give me a last name. That's fine.
I don't know why that rings a bell. Can I go for that?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'll go like Maki, final answer. I feel like that rings a bell.
All right. Unfortunately, that's not correct. So I'll bounce
Damn
over
it.
I was
don't
hoping
know.
it was a
Yeah.
question about Shohei Ohtani because that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
he's the only guy. He was
that
a
he plays for the
god.
Angels. What about Mike Trout? Is he any use to
Mike
us?
Trout was on the. They're on the same team
I know,
currently
they're
in
the
the
Angels.
MLB, but not on the Japan.
I
team.
know.
There's like a Japanese last name. I can't remember.
Sure, that sounds great.
Higa, final answer.
What did you say?
Higa, Higa.
Higa. Interesting. Unfortunately, that's also incorrect. The players here are Yu Darvish, Lars Nootbaar, Masataka Yoshida, and Seiya Suzuki. So no points awarded to
Yeah, I
either of those
wasn't getting that.
teams.
I
Okay.
had fun
Sarah's
watching
probably
baseball for the
yelling.
first time,
She
though.
probably
so,
knew this.
no, those were
That
fun
was
games.
surely a tricky round, but that's okay. I'm going to remove myself from a little bit. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, and we will be back to move into round
Wait.
3 and 4.
Who's going first in round 3 so I can possibly make soup dumplings within rounds?
Oh my God.
So okay,
Next 2
so
minutes.
Ghostly Gunslingers is in the lead, so they have the option of going first or second.
We can go
You wanna
first
go
for you.
first?
So
Yeah, we'll
I will
go
be back.
first so you can get
What
one
is-
ahead.
Go make
What's
those
the-
dumplings.
What's the time break? Are we? Is there a time break?
I'm confused. What are you
There's
asking?
just
David?
what we're just going. This round is one team at a time only.
Yeah.
And we
Oh, I
answer
see.
questions, so you guys have a little time off.
Okay.
All right. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Let me tabulate scores. I'll be right.
I see.
yeah.
For
How long did dumplings take?
Then I will
She
probably
seems-
also
she
go
seems-
back. It sounds like a
She
good
seems
idea.
confident in her ability to make it in a couple minutes.
yeah, it's like
David's
this round goes quick. Like even though it's just us, I think it's like
It's like a minute and a half.
like a minute
time.
and a half, couple minutes at most. Yeah.
All right, Henri. Board games, lightning round.
This could be trouble.
I'm not
honestly,
feeling good. I was like, oh, board games, let's just get something out there. And then I was like, oh wait, we have to do a lightning round. And I was like,
yeah, there's because like some of my board game knowledge, like I've picked up the Dune board game before at a store, and so I was like $60 or something ridiculous, so I put it back down. Like that's the breadth of my knowledge for some of these board games.
yeah. I meant to
$60
look
for
at
a board
Monopoly
game. I
board.
feel like that's like pretty standard.
It's pretty standard now. This was a couple years ago.
I see.
I have been to the Target board game aisle and looked at a lot of the options.
Okay,
The
so
thing has a board game.
while they are gone and cooking dumplings and doing whatever, I will update you very quickly with the scores. So, gentlemen, you scored 100 points in that last round, which I believe is a record for the last 4 games.
Oh god,
that you've
cool.
played. So your current score is 185, and you have a lead over Cow on Grass, who is sitting at 130. So that's a fairly wide
That's-
margin, but there are a
that's
lot of
comfortable.
points left, especially with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the
Yep.
speed round. So
How
Dave,
comfortable they are in geography.
I will go ahead and explain because I think Dave and Sophie walked away for a moment. The rules are pretty simple. So you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to answer 10 rapid fire questions in your chosen category. I'm going to read the first question, and then after I'm done reading the first question, I will go ahead and start the timer, and you will have then you'll have a minute and 30 seconds to just get through it. You can ask for questions to be repeated if I read them all the way through. You can also interrupt me with a correct answer if you feel like you need to save time. Just know that if you get it wrong, you don't have another chance to answer it, and we just skip to the next question in the sequence. So if you go through all 10 questions and you skipped a couple, and then you skip the 10th question or get it wrong, then it'll go back to the earliest question that you either skipped or didn't answer.
Okay.
So
Spice.
if I'm in the middle of reading a question and the timer goes off, you don't I don't just stop reading. I'm going to finish reading the questions, and then you'll have 10 seconds to deliver a final answer. Okay? So
Okay.
you can skip questions too if you think that they're too difficult or you need more time to think. So are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. The current score for people, Albert, is 185 for the Ghostly Gunslingers, 130 for Cow on Grass. So, if both of you are ready, I'm going to go ahead and read the first question.
You can
Okay.
answer.
Name either material needed to build a road in Settlers of Catan.
Wood. Final answer.
That's correct. Cones of Dunshire is a fictional board game most closely associated with what NBC sitcom?
Parks and Recreation.
Rec.
Final answer.
With a peak rating of 2,882, what current player has achieved the highest ever ELO rating in the history of chess?
Is it Magnus or is it Akiro? What's his name?
Skip. Come
Yep.
on.
Yeah. Skip.
Skip.
Think about it.
What board game has spawned sequel games subtitled 1940, D-Day, and Guadalcanal?
Shit.
I have no idea.
Skip.
Skip.
The Emirates of Helkan and the Federation of Seoul are two playable factions from what notoriously complex Fantasy Flight title?
Oh man. Tough. Skip.
Okay. Name either letter tiles worth 10 points in a game of Scrabble.
X.
Q.
Q. Final answer.
That's correct. What 2017 abstract strategy game is inspired by and partially named after a style of decorative tin glaze ceramic tiles popular in medieval Portugal and Spain?
I have no idea.
Skip.
Held annually in Indianapolis, Indiana, what is the name of the largest tabletop gaming convention in North America?
Skip.
Con.
All right. Brass Lancashire and its equal Brass Birmingham are board games themed after and set during what general two-word historical period?
Dark Ages. Final answer.
That's incorrect. That's the Industrial Revolution. And I would have gotten to the next question, so I'll read it and then you'll have 10 seconds. So the question that you skipped, with a peak rating of 2,882, what current player has achieved the highest ever ELO rating in the history of chess? You get 10 seconds.
Magnus Carlsen. Final answer.
That's correct. You get 10 points.
Okay. Cool.
So,
Oof.
one,
We got like
two,
4, I think,
three,
maybe.
4. You get 4 questions, so you add 40 points to your total score.
Okay.
So you are sitting pretty with 225
Not
total
bad.
points.
If they get everything right, I would put
It'll
them.
be a little bit ahead.
Yes,
Yeah.
and if they get everything correct, they also, I forgot to mention this part, sorry boys. If they get everything correct, they get a 20-point bonus. So you can earn
Well,
up to
then we're
100.
really screwed.
So as long as they don't get everything correct, we're still in the lead.
Yep, let's see. It looks like David and Sophie are back. So gentlemen, I'm going to remove you. Feel free
Bye.
to take a break. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Get out, leave, leave, leave. And David and Sophie, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Alrighty.
Look at how pretty.
Oh, those do look good.
Trader Joe's, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're really
So-
hot. I'm gonna let them just sit for a little bit.
Your I don't know how much of that you caught, but the other team got 40 points out of their 120 possible points in the lightning round.
Oof.
A little bit tricky round. That's okay. You guys have the opportunity to make up some ground here. If you get every question correct, you can get a 20-point bonus, so 120 possible points. Are both of you ready to try the geography questions?
Sure.
Oh, we have to do geography?
Yes, that is the strength category that you picked. So
Okay, sure.
All right, we'll see how this goes. Best of luck. After I'm done reading the first question, the 1 minute and 30-second timer will start. Good luck. Here we go. In what country can you find the cities of Rotterdam, The Hague, and Amsterdam?
Amsterdam.
Netherlands, right?
Yeah. Netherlands. Final answer.
That's correct. The Malvinas Islands, also known as the Falkland Islands, have historically been disputed between what two countries?
The Malvines.
Isn't it like Argentina or something like that?
So Argentina and Brazil. Maybe?
I think it's Argentina and the UK.
Okay, go for it.
Argentina and the UK, final answer?
1 minute remaining, that's correct. The European peninsula that contains most of the continental territory of Portugal and Spain is known by what name?
Iberian Peninsula. Final answer.
That's correct. While most U.S. states use counties to create administrative subdivisions, what southern U.S. state is the only one to use parishes?
I feel like it's like Alabama or something.
45 seconds.
Alabama. Final answer.
It's Louisiana, sorry. What Sinitic language is the most widely spoken language in China's Guangdong province, as well as in Macau and Hong Kong?
Is it Mandarin or Cantonese?
30 seconds.
Cantonese. Final answer.
That's correct. Mount Kosciuszko is the highest elevated point in what continent?
That's Asia. Final answer.
That's
No,
Australia,
no.
sorry. By
Shit.
land area, what is the largest
Everett.
desert in Asia?
What?
The largest
What is the
desert
largest-
in Asia.
Oh. Shit.
The Afghanistan desert. Final answer.
No.
That's incorrect. That's the Gobi Desert.
Gobi
And-
desert.
No,
of
that's what I
course.
wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, and because
Oh,
you
shit.
delivered a final answer before I could start reading the next question, I'll give you another question or one more question, and then you'll have 10 seconds to answer. All right. The short-lived Republic of Biafra was a secessionist nation that broke away from the eastern region of what African country, home to many Igbo people? You get 10 seconds.
Congo, final answer.
That's a good guess. Unfortunately, it's Nigeria. So let's see. I'll bring both.
I think we did pretty good.
Let's see.
I think we could have answered a little faster on some of them, but yeah, I think we did okay.
Yeah, you did get some pretty good clues there.
Yeah, it was a good round.
Let's see. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, correct? So you got 40 points, just like the other team. And you are sitting pretty at 170 points then, to the other team's 225. So there is a 55-point difference, but that's okay because there are a lot of points that are coming up in this final round, which is the Quiz Bowl round. Just quickly go over the rules for this. Oh, you guys are going to need to reconnect to this. Hold on. So I have Colin twice. Who am I?
Good job,
Okay.
Colin.
They're like 4 times.
4 times. Yes, cover it.
All right, I'm going to remove 2 of the disconnected Collins. I have Owen,
You have
Oh,
2
can't
connected
connect.
Collins.
David. I'm going to need you to come back in. Okay, I have Owen.
Right.
Buzzers. I have Colin.
The other Colin that didn't buzz in is not supposed to be here.
Rename
Buzz.
yourself Coolin, and then I can
Okay.
eliminate the extra.
Can I rename myself? I
Just
don't know.
buzz, and then whichever one's not buzzed.
Okay, I'll say you wait. Okay, I just
Oh, not
refreshed.
All right,
Oh
I'm
my
just
god.
getting rid of both. And
Yeah, okay. That works.
So, how much are the initial questions worth, and how much are the steals worth?
yeah, perfect.
Or
So
not the steals, I mean the bonus.
yeah, so the Quiz Bowl round, there are 2 phases, and there are going to be 7 questions today. So there's a toss-up phase and then a bonus phase. For the toss-ups, each of you are going to be playing individually, so you can't collaborate with each other. Each team only gets 1 chance to answer the question. I'm just going to start reading kind of like a paragraph that's leading to a single answer, and you need to buzz in with the correct answer. If you get it correct, you get 10 points, and then you earn an opportunity to answer 2 bonus questions, which are going to be roughly the same format as the battle wheel round, where I'll read a bonus question that's on a related topic. If you get it right, you get 10 points. If you get it wrong, it bounces to the other team. If you get the buzzer question wrong, then you lock your team out from answering it, and the other team gets to hear the whole thing in full and then answer at the end. But you still need to buzz in. Does that make sense?
Nope, but we can go for it.
All right, that's all right. We will do our best. Sophie, do you remember the buzzer rounds from Real Genius. Were you ever there for those?
I don't think she would have been.
No, yeah, that's right. I think you would have graduated earlier.
Yeah, I don't know if Sophie ever went to Red Genius.
Mm-mm.
That's true.
I think Matthew explained it to me once, but I still didn't understand. So
Okay, Sophie, if you know the answer, like if you know what the question is, just go ahead and buzz and say it.
if
If
not,
you're
I
right,
don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's generally a good rule.
All right.
We're going to go ahead and start with our first question. So fingers on the buzzer. There is a 55-point difference, so there are more than enough points to make up the deficit. Best of luck to both teams. Let me just go ahead. This written. 170. Okay. All right.
Oh, these
Here is question
dumplings
one.
are hitting.
Here's question one. Surgeon Charles Drew has saved countless lives since World War II by making key logistical and storage improvements to what common medical procedure? A failed one of these medical procedures was implicated in the death of teenager Ryan White, and a substance in the procedure labeled Colin, go ahead.
Blood transfusions.
A blood transfusion is correct. You guys get 10 points. Well done. So, Ghostly Gunslingers, you get a bonus just to yourself. If you get these questions wrong, then it bounces over to the other team. Charles Drew is just one example of African-American inventors that are under-recognized in their field. Answer 2 more questions about other African-American inventors. Among the many contributions of George Washington Carver to the field of agricultural science include key developments in crop cultivation and soil depletion. Outside of the field, Carver is better known for publishing a collection of recipes using what staple crop?
Yeah, like
Staple crop. Peanuts.
wheat,
I don't
corn.
Wheat. He wasn't known for. Is peanut a crop? Is that?
I don't know if that's a crop.
I don't think
That's where my
that's-
brain goes.
This isn't for us. This is for them.
Yeah, it's for them. Only them.
It's-
If they miss it, then it's yours. I'll need an answer in about 10 seconds.
What can you make? Potatoes? You can make a lot of stuff with potatoes.
Sure, potatoes. Potatoes. Final answer.
That's incorrect, so bounce over to the other team. You get about 15 seconds.
It's peanuts. I can't think of anything else.
Peanuts. Final answer.
Yeah.
That's correct. You get 10 points on the steal. George Washington
Oh.
Carver, sometimes incorrectly said to be the inventor of peanut butter. That's Question 2. Civil War engineer, and this is for Ghostly Gunslingers. Civil War engineer Louis Latimer, born to enslaved parents, made great strides in designing carbon filaments used in these devices. Incandescent varieties of these devices use tungsten as a filament instead.
So
Light
light
bulbs.
bulbs? Yeah,
Final
light bulbs.
answer.
Final answer.
That's correct. You get 10 points. So after question 1, with 6 questions remaining, I have a score of 245 to 180.
Oh God.
Fingers on the buzzer. Here's question number 2. The shopkeeper Daw, the farmer Kuan, Boomy, Opal Bayfong, and the villainous Zahir are all characters that gain what ability after the harmonic convergence in an animated. David, go ahead.
Airbending.
Airbending is correct. You guys get 10 points. Well done.
Nice, David.
All right. Answer some more questions about weird spirit stuff that happens in the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender. In book 3, Fire, or in the 3rd book of Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is Fire, Aang learns energy bending, an ability that allows him to take away and restore bending powers by channeling spirit energy. What kind of creature taught Aang to energy bend?
Oh, how would I describe it? It's
A general description is fine. Like, you don't need to give me like the
it's
exact.
an island turtle. Final answer.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine. It's
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember that episode. That's a good
Yeah.
episode.
it's called a lion turtle, but if you give me that, that's
Lion turtle. There we go.
And your second question, what is the name of the first ever Avatar who learned his bending abilities from the lion turtles?
It's Avatar 1. Final answer.
Yeah, as opposed to Avatar 2. Well done. You get 20 points. And
Nice, David.
you bring the score to 210 to 245. So a 35
Dang.
point 35-point gap with several questions remaining. 5, I think. Your next toss-up. Earlier this week, Turkey cast the final vote that will allow Finland to formally join what organization? Colin, go ahead.
NATO.
NATO is correct. You get 10 points.
Good
Here
call.
is your bonus to the Ghostly Gunslingers. Answer some more questions about the circumstances of Finland's admittance into NATO. Finland's entrance to NATO was prompted by this ongoing European conflict. Intense fighting in this conflict is unfolding as we speak in the city of Bakhmut.
Or in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yeah, that's correct. This NATO member nation has sent more aid to the Ukrainian cause than every other country except for the United States, with contributions valued at around 14 billion euros. The largest overseas U.S. military installation is located in this country.
Is it Poland?
I don't know. Maybe. I was thinking U.S. and then he said besides U.S. No, I don't.
Yeah, I think it's Poland. That makes sense to me. Poland, final answer.
That's incorrect, bouncing over to the other team. And when I say largest, I mean by the number of personnel. So like the number of people that are
No,
stationed.
I don't know then.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's Germany.
Let's go. Germany.
Yeah,
final
Germany
answer.
final answer.
That's correct. You get 10 points on the steal. The current score is 265 to 220, so they get to widen it by 10 points, but there's still a number of questions left in the game. Here's your next question.
How many questions do we have left?
1, 2, 3. You get 4 questions left.
Okay.
And each one is worth 30 points, so it's still anybody's game.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's your next question. In addition to Ric Flair, what WWE superstar holds the record for the most WWE World Championship reigns with 16? Outside of the world of David, go ahead.
John Cena.
John Cena is correct. You get 10.
I wanted to buzz in and say John Cena, but I was like, that's going to be so embarrassing.
I was wondering if anybody would pony up and just like buzz immediately and guess, but good job. All right, here are your bonus questions. We hear a lot of questions about wrestlers turned actors. To mix things up, answer some questions about actors that have turned into professional wrestlers. This actor infamously won the WCW Heavyweight Championship while promoting his 1997 wrestling-themed film Ready to Rumble. A 2020 documentary titled You Cannot Kill This Actor details this actor's return to the independent professional wrestling scene.
I have no idea.
Mickey Rourke.
That's an.
But he was just in The Wrestler. I don't know.
You have to say
Wanna
final
go him?
answer. You get 10 seconds.
Mickey Rourke. Final answer. I don't know.
All right, that's incorrect, but that's an amazing guess. Well done.
David
Bouncing over to
Arquette.
the other team, you
David
get about
Arquette,
15
final
seconds.
answer.
David Arquette, final answer.
David Arquette is correct. Well done. You get 10 points on the steal there. And your next question. This actor and uber wrestling nerd has made appearances across many different wrestling promotions, mostly to work with his personal friend, Cody Rhodes. This star of the Star's original series Heels is more famous for portraying Oliver Queen in a CW show.
Oh, Stephen Amell.
Yeah.
Stephen Amell. Final answer.
That's correct. You get 10 points.
Nice.
So you guys get 20 points. The current score is 240.
An arrow question.
The current score is 240 for David and Sophie, and 275. So still anybody's game with 3 questions remaining. Here is your toss-up. For lacrosse, Johns Hopkins University is an affiliate member of what collegiate athletic conference? Notre Dame is an affiliate of this conference for ice hockey, and in 2024, UCLA and USC will depart from the Pac-12 to join this athletic conference. Owen, go ahead.
AAC?
That's incorrect. No penalty. The other team, you have your opportunity to buzz.
Big Ten. Final answer.
Buzz.
Oh shit. Okay.
Sophie,
Big
go
Ten.
ahead.
Big Ten.
Big Ten
final
is
answer.
correct. You get 10 points. All right. Here are your bonus questions. This has all of a sudden become a much closer game.
I'm sorry. I was eating a cookie.
You're good. Here are your bonus questions. Answer some more questions about the Big Ten, David and Sophie. With the future addition of UCLA and USC to the Big Ten Conference in 2024, how many universities will be members of the Big Ten? Your answer should not include affiliate teams.
I think 16. Because there's 14 right now.
All right, then it's got to be 16.
16. Final answer.
That's correct. What is the only university that was a founding member of the Big Ten Conference, then called the Big Nine, that no longer participates in the Big Ten Conference?
Oh.
So the only founding member that is no longer a part of the conference.
Oh. It's a bullshit school. Maybe it is Notre Dame. Let's go Notre Dame. Final answer. Why not? I have no idea.
That's a great guess, but incorrect. Bouncing over to the other team.
I'm not sure. It's probably got to be some Midwestern school.
Probably, but I don't know.
Oh.
Doesn't Big Ten go all the way out to East Coast?
Yeah, a little bit. It's probably like some Ohio or Pennsylvania school, but I mean they got Penn State, like Pennsylvania maybe.
Well, you can answer in about
Sure,
10 seconds.
Rip it.
Pennsylvania, final answer.
That's a good guess, but incorrect. I think Penn State is in the Big Ten, right?
Penn
Yeah,
State
they're in
is,
the Big
yeah.
Ten.
Not
Yeah. So the correct answer is the University of Chicago.
Oh, I was thinking
it's an
that.
Ivy
Oh
League.
my
And
God.
that's not
Not
even an
gonna
Ivy
get
League,
that.
is it?
All right.
Not.
So the current score with 2 questions left is the Ghostly Gunslingers with 275, the Cow on Grass 260. So 50-point difference with 60
Oh my
points
God.
remaining. Still anybody's game. Here is your question. Penultimate. What I did that night, what she did that night, realizing my dreams, I throw myself towards glory. These lyrics, which have been translated from French, are from the bridge of a single by what 1980s new wave rock band? This band, which released the albums Speaking in Tongues and Remain in Light, was fronted by guitarist and lead vocalist David Byrne. Owen, go ahead.
Talking Heads.
Talking Heads is correct. You get 10 points.
Yes.
I wanted to make sure. I waited a little bit too long, probably, but
Here are your bonus questions. Answer some more questions about the Talking Heads. For the movie obsessed and those with terminal letterboxed brain, the Talking Heads are closely associated with this Jonathan Demme-directed concert film, which is basically perfect.
Stop making
Not
sense.
making sense. Final answer.
Final
That's
answer.
correct. And your second question, Stop Making Sense also features a performance of Genius of Love, a track by this other group led by Talking Heads drummer Chris France and bassist Tina Weymouth. David Byrne is conspicuously absent during the performance.
He's putting on the big suit. I forget what the band is called, and Rachel is probably screaming if she's watching this.
I'm not gonna get it. So just rip anything you think of.
I can't think of anything, and I don't want to give them any ideas, so no guess. Final answer.
All right, bounce over to the other team.
Yeah, no
Justin
idea.
Bieber, final answer.
It's a good guess. They're called the Tom Tom Club.
I don't know. I know nothing about the Talking Heads.
All right. So with that, I believe that Cows on Grass have been mathematically eliminated as there are only 30 points remaining in the game, and the current score is 295 to 260. But let's play out the last one.
Nice pull up.
Let's play it out.
Yeah, I want to
So
thank.
fun, actually.
Yeah, I want to thank both of you for playing. Here is our final question.
Oh,
Name any of the people that won this Nobel Prize based on the following citation. For their discoveries concerning the molecular structure of nucleic acids and its significance for information transfer in living material.
David, this is all you.
I
guess.
this is bioscience.
Who's the best?
Can we get another question?
I used to know these guys' names.
Going out with a bang.
Yeah. So I'm going to guess that nobody has that. So there are 3 men that earned this Nobel Prize. The first is named Wilkins. The ones that you're probably more familiar with are Watson and Crick. So,
Yeah, that was it.
All right.
Yeah.
So since nobody got that question, we're just going to do buzzer races for the last 2 questions. So no winning bonuses or anything. Just like when I'm reading, you can interrupt me whenever, and then try to answer the question. Okay.
Okay.
Good luck. Here's the first question. Answer some more questions about the history of DNA. One of the major contributions Watson, Crick, and Wilkins made in receiving their Nobel Prize was elucidating this general structure of DNA. I'm looking for a 2-word term. Colin, go ahead.
Double helix.
Double helix is what I'm looking for. And here is the last question. 10 points to Ghostly Gunslingers. Largely overlooked during her lifetime, this woman's pioneering work in X-ray crystallography was integral to the elucidation of DNA's double helix structure, as well as the structure of RNA, several viruses, and graphite. Owen, go ahead.
Marie Curie.
That's incorrect. Not a bad guess, though. Over to the other team. Can we name a female biologist?
Yeah, biology is not my strong suit.
Okay. I'm going to suppose that's dead. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Do we have any chance of getting this?
I have nothing.
All right. No
We
worries.
couldn't name the male biologist either, so it's still equal.
Nope.
Yeah, it's not sexist.
Equal opportunities. All right. We are a Title IX program. This woman, and I guess this is good because we're ending on a note. A very important woman that is often overlooked. Her name is Rosalind Franklin.
Oh,
okay.
that's what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Russell
Oh.
Franklin.
Yep. So with that, thank you very much.
Good games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
good
game
game.
to everybody.
That was
The
really
final
fun.
score is 305 for the Ghostly Gunslingers, 260 for Cow on Brass. Excellent. Folks, I know that was kind of a tricky battle wheel round a little bit. I think that's maybe one of the harder ones that
I love
we've
that
written.
round.
That was fun.
But thank you for participating. That was pretty fun. Thank you to Aiden and Andrew for writing. I'm gonna do like kind of an impromptu thing here. Let's get Owen and Colin. So you lost, but
Oh yeah, Owen and Colin lost. Just kidding. You said Owen
you tried
and
to
Colin.
gaslight me. I don't like that.
I'm just sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
That was fun though. That was fun.
Yeah. Anyway, any reactions? You guys had kind of a rough first half, and then you rebounded really, really well in the last quarter. So, any reactions to anything that happened this game?
I think I just need more Avatar questions.
Yeah.
It's a good bus.
I think we had a pretty solid round one. We were only down 5. It was a round 2 that was. I think that was my favorite round because you didn't know what you were going to get, and I liked it. The wheel was fun. 3 thing with the timed questions is that I don't know, maybe for future, like I don't know if it's easier for you like being the host and reading the questions and doing everything behind the scenes, but I feel like it'll be better if the time was only for us answering the questions and not included in you reading them. If that makes sense, because some of the questions can get pretty long and that eats into the time of us answering the questions. Which is something I noticed within the past games. That will give us more time to answer questions. I don't know, something to think about.
Yeah, that's sort of the point, is to try and that's sort of the point, to try and to work around that with skips and stuff like that. I do my best to try and write them with parity so that like both sets of questions are about equally as difficult, or I guess as easy, and that all the questions are about the same length. I'm not 100% sure I succeeded there, but I thought about adding more time to that round. So yeah, that's good feedback.
I like the round. It's just I think that was definitely the most stressful because you're under a certain
I thought
time.
that round was fine, and I thought the structure was fine. It's just like the players have to be on it.
Yeah, and the questions are kind of tricky. That's sort of the point of this game, is to have like kind of challenging questions that are like feasibly gettable by people watching and by people that are playing. But I mean, you got 40 points, which is tied for lowest, but also the team that you were going against also got 40 points. So I guess that's okay. No,
honestly, those geography questions, you got to think about them and then you can get them right, because it's so hard to just be like, oh yeah, it's this. I don't know. I have to like think about them, but
yeah, it's a quick recall thing. That's one of the sort of unique things about the mastermind round. I do have to ask though. Okay, so you said that like geography was not. Why did you go with geography? Why didn't you choose?
Okay, so this is what happened, and David is lying if he tells you otherwise. I asked David, "Hey, what do you want our strength to be?" And he just goes geography ? And I'm like, all right.
No.
And then we just went for it. But I got scared because the more I thought about it, I'm like, dang, I could do so much better in scores. So, but we picked something that we both
were
might be.
like excited about geography. You
love
love geography.
The thing is, I was scared because I'm like, shit, what if I don't know certain questions? And I definitely got some of those geography questions wrong, but
there was also other geography questions that I got right.
Yeah.
Like, you did fine.
Yeah. I just got scared at the moment, but in the future, I do like that as a strength, or I do know that I feel comfortable in that category now. I guess this was a good match to feel out like what I'm good at and what I'm not. Same with David, like what we're good at as a team.
Even the SNT one, like that, those were fun because like some of them were like fun facts, like the snap crackle pop. Like I like that.
Yeah. I wish that got there. That was a great pull by Colin. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was very good. we're gonna do this more. I hope at least that's the plan. We've done 4 so far, and I think they've all been pretty good.
They're so fun. Yeah.
Thank you for playing. It was fun to write through this, and
Thank you for
thanks.
hosting and writing, John.
Yeah, of course. And the unfortunate losers, but you'll definitely be back, either playing with each other or with other people. See you later. Get out of my stream. Goodbye. All right, Owen and Colin, the Ghostly Gunslingers, our winners. Thoughts, reactions to the game. How it went.
I am pretty happy. I don't know what the scores have. I don't recall what the scores have been for the past couple matches, but I think they lost with like 270, 260, something like that.
They lost with about 260 points. So
yeah, which feels very high for a losing team. So I think they still played incredibly well.
Yeah, I would agree.
Biggest takeaway: board game's probably not our best strength.
Yeah.
Probably gotta workshop that one a little bit. Didn't love Oma getting 40 points.
That's okay. I mean, I do think that like I wrote these 2 sets of questions to be a little harder than maybe they needed to be, but
You're talking to
you
Andrew,
got all the
apparently-
questions that were written by Andrew, and then missed,
Okay.
I think all the ones that were written by me.
Nice.
So I think that's a good indication of who has the real knowledge there. Who knows what's like.
I mean, the harder board game questions are fine, and there's a lot of board games that I haven't touched that
There's a lot of board games.
Yeah, there's just a lot of board games in general.
Board games, when you
so-
get a board game, you play that board game a lot. That's like
Yeah.
the point is that you play it a lot.
Maybe the big takeaway there is I think I maybe thinking back maybe so myself short in RPGs a little bit there, because actually looking back I play a lot of that too between D&D and then there's a ton of spin-offs. So spin-offs, but yeah, I mean I don't know if we will use that category in the future, but it's definitely something to consider.
Mm-hmm.
Well, regardless of how you did in round 3, you guys had a killer round 2. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I don't know off the top of my head because it's not that serious, but I'm pretty sure that's a record for a round 2 score, which is like a theoretical maximum that you can get if you just get like all of your own questions right and get no steals.
Nice.
So that's pretty impressive.
Record high round 2, record low round 3.
Hey, we'll take it.
And also, you guys like almost got every single question right in round 1 too. I'm pretty sure that's like very close to a record high, if not the record high.
We're either really good or really bad, John.
Yeah, we either kill it or shit the bed.
You're never mediocre, which is I think a good takeaway from that.
We kind of operate in extremes, which is I think makes for fun matches at the very least.
Absolutely. All right. Any parting words before we get the heck out of here?
I just I really thank you for writing this. I love the adjectives used, and I like your question writing style, and it's very fun to listen to.
All right, thanks. I appreciate that, and definitely thank Aiden and
Aiden and Andrew as well.
They came in clutch with a lot of help, very recently. So this was written somewhat on the last minute, but thank you guys for playing. You will be back definitely.
Yes,
this happened again. All right, get out of my stream. Leave. All right, ladies and gents, that is episode 4 of General Trivia Face Off. We have a couple more pairings left. I'll go ahead and announce those when they're appropriate. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you again to our teams. And see you later. Have a good evening.